I'm Bethan Rainford, I'm General Manager at Vivant, and today I'm joined by Bethan Cullerley, our Head of Affiliates and Partnerships. We're going to do a series of expert videos with a mixture of our brands, clients, and our teams. So, the affiliate landscape has obviously shifted quite a lot over recent years. 10 years or so ago, it was all kind of about cashback, discount codes, definitely gave the channel a bit of a bad rep, especially kind of with some of the luxury clients in the premium space, which we obviously work with. Recently, it's obviously seen quite a big evolution. There's much more focus now on kind of the influencer and the partnership side of things. I think the way in which the industry's changed, it's really opened up a lot more kind of, publisher opportunities, more authentic kind of relationships, and a lot more focus on that kind of upper funnel and brand building activity now. And that's kind of exactly what we're going to, chat about today. So to begin with, just want to talk a little bit about the network side of things and how you see networks manage that kind of shift in the affiliate space and with the focus on kind of partnerships and influencer.
Yeah, absolutely. So the bread and butter of any affiliate campaign and working through an affiliate network is the tracking, which is obviously ideal for influencer campaigns. So we can measure from click to conversion seamlessly. We can also, so as well as those basic metrics like click conversions, revenue, we can also tap into the kind of more extensive reporting that networks offer, such as the funnel reports, customer journey reports, which allows us to dig a bit deeper into the data and see the true kind of value of those campaigns. Nice. We can also reward our influencers, so we can pay them the upfront costs within the network. And we can also obviously reward them on a commission basis. We can also utilise the tools through the network, so such as dynamic commissioning and setting up commission rules, so we can be a lot more flexible in the way that we do reward our influencers. Yes. We can also source our influencers. So some of the networks have done an amazing job of actually onboarding thousands of influencers across the globe, so that brands can really easily tap into like a really large pool of influencers already signed up to the network, and also reporting as well. So it allows brands to make much more kind of data-led decisions on any kind of future influencer campaigns.
Nice, lots of changes. And we obviously work with, most of the major networks in the affiliate space, so AWIN, Rakuten, CJ. Are there any of the networks that you in particular are seeing kind of like nailing this shift in the space?
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of the kind of key global networks all have some kind of influencer offering. I would say, throughout the years, AWIN probably has the strongest offering at the moment, just because of the ease of use it is for influencers to actually sign up to the network. So the biggest barrier for us when planning our influencer campaigns through affiliate networks is actually getting the influencers onto the network. But this is really easy through AWIN sign up links, and they already have like such a huge pool of influencers, again, global, for brands to easily tap into. Rakuten also really are building out a really strong influencer offering as well. And CJ recently introduced CJ Influence, which they're building out a really strong internal team to allow brands to invest into fully managed campaigns by their team.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, it sounds like all of the networks are very much, kind of adapting to that quite quickly.
Yeah,
and changing.
Definitely.
Nice. Okay. So when it comes to the influencer space, authenticity plays a huge role in that. I think we've all, seen it when influencers are publishing and pushing brands they don't really align with, and it's quite clear. How do you think that influencers can kind of best manage that balance between driving traffic for the brand whilst also remaining authentic?
So the role of authenticity is probably the most important factor when planning campaigns. You say influencer, but I think it's more for the brand to make sure that when sourcing these influencers at the very beginning, finding the influencer that does align with the niche. Consumers are very savvy. They're going to know when that influencer doesn't use that product. So it's really important for the brand and influencer to work together and make sure that you get that right. When it does work, you're going to get stronger engagement, better results, and the opportunity for a long-term partnership.
And I think as well, when an influencer's maybe got, in the millions of followers as well, they've got so much choice and so much option. that I think sometimes that's actually where you do see it become inauthentic, because they kind of take too many opportunities sometimes as well.
Absolutely.
And actually maybe it's sometimes a smaller niche influencers where it's easier to get that kind of like authentic relationship.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I think totally agree with some of
Yeah,
those
and we all
points.
see those influencers that are just constantly pushing out ads,
Yeah.
and there's no organic content, and you just kind of lose, you lose kind of faith in that influencer. So
Yeah, no, absolutely. Affiliates is obviously just kind of one channel of the digital landscape. And we touch on social, Google, everything at the Vont side. And with a number of our clients, we have kind of different touch points across all of those channels, and some we just work with on affiliates. There's obviously like some really nice benefits when we have different touch points across the clients. We can kind of see it from a whole like holistic point of view. What would you say are some of the kind of benefits of like collaboration when a client is kind of working across different touch points of their digital strategy?
yeah, absolutely. So affiliates is great because it's so cross-functional. So as an agency team, we like to have really close relationships with both the PR team and also the paid media team. And what's great about having a client that is both paid media and the partnerships and affiliate is that we get to build out these influencer campaigns and look at it from a really real like kind of 360 approach. So the way that works is the affiliate or partnerships team will kind of do all the work pre-campaign and then pass on to the paid media team for the post-campaign work. So, and it's really important for these two teams to collaborate and communicate throughout the campaign, because you're going to see the best results. So how we work as a team, we would source the influencer, we would make sure that we've got the usage rights at the very beginning, otherwise you're going to cause a lot of issues further down the line. We'll also make sure that they've got the gifting, we're paying them and rewarding them, and we're tracking through the affiliate network. And then what we can do once that content is published and we've got the usage rights, we can then pass that on to the paid media team where they can then repurpose the UGC throughout the paid channels. So you can use it on email marketing and the meta ads as well. And we can also do influencer whitelisting. So that's when the brand is promoting the product through the influencer's kind of Instagram rather than the brand's Instagram. And that's been proven like increased reach, cheaper CPMs, and just again looks a lot more authentic. And kind of where we see the best results is the paid media team then communicating to our team about what worked, what hasn't, where we're seeing the best results, and then we can take that into our learnings and then invest where we need to into those longer term partnerships.
I think to the whitelisting point, I think that's been something we've seen loads of success from on the paid side. So I think Percival's a really good example where they use whitelisting really well to kind of reach new markets, expand into the US. And I know there's a few people on our team that are massive fans of whitelisting. So yeah, I think it's a really nice kind of alignment between those two channels for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think where the biggest issue that people come into when doing these campaigns is actually getting the influencer set up on Business Manager. And because we've already got that real established relationship with the influencer, it's a lot easier for us to do than kind of the paid media team who haven't really had any communication with the influencer to then come in and ask them to do something that's quite foreign to the influencer.
Yeah, absolutely. And then obviously you've got, the likes of TikTok and YouTube, they're all kind of expanding their affiliate networks as well now. So that whole kind of, collaboration with the affiliate and then the paid platform is getting so much bigger.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
And then to the point as well, you mentioned PR side of things. And I think PR plays a big role there too. So I know that with more of our kind of like luxury premium clients, sometimes initially there's been a bit of resistance from the PR team to then have an affiliate team in tandem with that. So more focus on like the luxury clients because that's where we sit. But how do you generally work with PR teams when we're working within the luxury premium space? And what are maybe some of the differences that you see between that type of brand and a, average AOV brand?
Yeah, absolutely. So there has been friction in the past when trying to build out those relationships. But what we start with when we kind of try to build that relationship with the PR team is that we're not competing against you. We're here to supplement your efforts. We're working for the brand, and we'll have the brand involved in those conversations as well, so they can oversee what we're trying to achieve. But we're both kind of working towards the same goal where we want to get as much content out as much as possible for the brand that we're working for. So it's just about kind of setting those boundaries, building that really strong relationship, and we like to kind of send reports between each other to say what we're working on, what they're working on, because the last thing we want to do is, if they have built up a really strong organic relationship, we don't want to then bring in a commercial element to that partnership. We definitely see ourselves as kind of supplementing their efforts.
And I think with APC and APC, you've done some really good examples, UK Lash as well, some really good kind of like publications, which I think then have been through the collaboration with PR and affiliates. Nanushka was the other one I was thinking about as well. Nanushka, I think we've had some good partnerships there.
Yeah, absolutely. And with two of our new clients, French Bedroom and Wild Nutrition, we've already established like really strong relationships with our PR team, with their PR team, and we're already seeing like really strong results from just working together more collaboratively than we wouldn't have achieved if we didn't have that relationship there.
Nice, amazing. And I think then when it comes down to like the measurement side of things, so affiliates can generally see quite a high ROI, and I know there's sometimes questions around kind of like the measurement and the attribution of the affiliate channel. I know again historically when we mentioned kind of, I think old school affiliates got a bit of a bad rep, that there was a lot of kind of like fraudulent tracking in place as well. So maybe just talk a little bit around like, what do you see as some of the best practices to really measure the incremental impact that affiliates is driving for some of the brands we're working with?
Yeah, so affiliate campaigns do drive a really strong ROI, but that is mainly because it's commission based. So, you can have a commission rate of 1 to 2%. That's a cost of sale of 1 to 2%, which looks really strong. But with the influencer campaigns, you are going to be offering your influencers like a higher commission rate to get them to promote your brand. And you're also going to have more than likely upfront costs as well, which is obviously going to drive down that ROI. Measurement's an interesting one. I think it's up to the brand to decide what success is to them. They need to set out their own KPIs. Are they focusing on new customers? Do they want to drive as much traffic as possible? Are they actually really focused on revenue? I'd say it's very up to the brand, but there are a lot of tools that we can use. So I'm seeing a lot of brands kind of move away from GA4, obviously kind of moving away from the last click attribution model, and the issues that GA4 has brought to the industry, specifically affiliates, because it's leaning more towards the Google owned products and making them look a lot better than kind of the affiliate channel. More of our clients are using kind of third-party tools like Triple Whale, where you can kind of attribute success of our affiliate campaigns better.
Oh yeah, totally. And I think again, like on the, obviously on the paid side, a lot of those kind of attribution tools are really insightful, especially where we're looking more at the upper funnel activity and understanding actually, on a last click basis, it probably isn't driving much revenue. But if you were to turn the activity off, it's probably going to see an impact then on the bottom line results. And I think sometimes actually that's probably one of the struggles with affiliates, is where it has shifted, more now towards top of funnel branded elements. It's not that kind of, discount code, get the customer over the conversion barrier, where I think there's probably maybe still a bit of like an education gap with some people on that side of things. And they're still expecting that high ROAS, but actually we're brand building and we're focusing on kind of growth at the top instead.
Yeah, and that's where you can really kind of lean into the affiliate network tools. So the way that affiliate programs are generally set up is going to be last click. But, it's not fair for an influencer to drive that awareness and then someone looks for a voucher code site, which happens a lot. And then that voucher code site will win that sale.
I think most people have got that Honey app on there.
Yeah, well, that's a whole other conversation. But what you can do is using like the dynamic commissioning tools within the network. So you can reward those people, those affiliates that are kind of more higher up in the user journey, a commission, as well as the kind of more kind of lower funnel affiliates as well.
Great. And then we've just kind of talked a lot around how it shifted, towards that influencer publisher side of things. Are there any other kind of like innovations in the affiliate space you're really excited about at the moment, and like the next steps in the future?
So I think generally like influencer and affiliate, we've seen like a huge increase of brands and our clients wanting to kind of tap into building more affiliate influencer campaigns. We're seeing platforms like LTK, who are kind of leading the space, who are just doing an amazing job of making it really accessible for influencers to make affiliate marketing accessible to them, so they can work with thousands of brands and build out their own feed of their outfits that they're wearing and link out really easily. So yeah, I would say that that's probably like the most exciting shift. We're also seeing, as you said earlier, like platforms like YouTube and TikTok investing in affiliates. So platforms that were mainly monetized through paid media ads now have their own affiliate offering. So YouTube US launched last year, where influencers can seamlessly tag products throughout their content rather than just linking in their bio. And TikTok Shop obviously has grown massively over the past few years. And TikTok affiliate is definitely something that our brands and clients are really interested in as well. I would say like the more kind of negative side of affiliates is always going to be like it's very open to fraudulent activities. We are actually seeing through affiliate influencer sub networks, we're seeing a lot of fraud in our influencer sub networks, and particularly the blind sub networks where you can't see where that where the source of the fraudulent activity is coming from.
Is that mainly driven by bots?
Yes, yeah. So the main thing that we see is ad hijacking, where it will be a fake paid search ad in the SERPs. But with that, we're seeing really good tools like Marcode that we use within the agency, which will flag any kind of fake ads that are present for any of our clients. And it's really interesting to see the kind of fake, well, not fake, the influencer that is driving that, and they will have a front-facing influencer Instagram with a huge following, which is obviously bought, and then they're actually running those fraudulent ads. But yeah, the tools that are coming up to protect brands for that are great.
I mean, it feels like it's a much easier space now for anyone just to get kind of like up and running on their affiliate space, tagging the products, making cash out of it.
Yeah, for sure. But the network teams do have really good compliance teams. And like I said, the tools have really kind of grown and allowed us to make sure that that doesn't happen for our clients.
I think having those partnerships with those networks is just super important to make sure that, you're always kind of up to date with those developments to protect the brands that are doing it right. And
absolutely.
Okay, so in 30 seconds, quick fire, can you tell me some of the main things you think that brands should be aware of in the affiliate space over the next 12 months?
Over the next 12 months, I would look at your affiliate strategy beyond networks. So look at the opportunities with TikTok Shop, affiliate, look at the opportunities with YouTube as well. I would also say to brands, so many brands overlook their program and don't actually look into the data. There is likely to be kind of fraudulent activities happening within your program. So just making sure that you've got referral reports for all the affiliate campaigns that you have.
Great. So thank you very much for sharing all of your influencer and affiliate insight. I think we've covered a lot of ground and taken a lot of learnings from the conversation. So really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching, and you can find out more about Vivant at vivant.com.